Yeah. What did you learn about yourself this year?
Well, I learned that, first of all, defensively, Doug, I went with what I believe in, what I know, my instincts, my gut was true to me. And to go with a team that was basically at the bottom in every area last year defensively, I went with my gut, my teaching, and it came through. And I learned that about myself, to go with my gut in those situations. And again, the human nature is amazing, because I found out that these young men that we had this year are great guys. They wanted to be coached. They allowed our coaching staff, who did a great job, allowed us to coach them. And that just lets you know, all players in the NBA, they do want to be coached. They want to be held accountable and treated like men. And that's basically what I learned, and to go with my gut. And that's they came through for us. And statistically, defensively, we were off the charts as far as what we accomplished. Offensively, we didn't get there of where we wanted to go. But as our players improve, our skill level improves, our talent base with our group improves, we'll get there offensively. And then, too, as our players grow and get through the system, let the reins go a little bit more offensively, while maintaining our defensive discipline is going to be of utmost importance next year. We got to get a better balance between the two disciplines, offense and defense.
Coach, how do you maintain what you put in this year? I mean, the coaches are always worried about slippage.
Right.
How do you make sure it doesn't slip next year?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to change. I can't change. I'm not smart enough to change. As far as what I believe in, what I know that will win in the NBA, I think it's my 17th year or something like that, going, in the NBA. I know that what we're teaching wins. I do know also that we have to score, and I'm smart enough to know that. To really next year we'll have to change a little bit as far as our emphasis and focus going into training camp is playing at a higher clip, at a faster pace. But also do know that we're not going to change what we do defensively. We're going to have the same approach, same discipline approach on the defensive end, and playing more of a up-tempo, and that's what we want to do this year. And again, personnel-wise, the injuries kind of kept us from doing that, with Andrea going down for 36 games. And again, Jared Bayless missed a heck of a lot of games. So two of our offensive guys were on the sidelines quite a bit, and hopefully, the health gods will allow them to stay on the court more and give us that firepower going forward.
What do you think you need to be better at in your second year coaching?
Well, finishing out close games, Doug. I think that's huge, is making sure that we execute, spend more time on in-the-game situations, put more time in offensively on the offensive side of the ball, making sure we, have a feel of what we want to do on the offensive end. I would say the offensive, putting more emphasis on the offensive area is my biggest weakness, and not going into next year to do that. And I don't think it's a weakness. It was by choice. I knew what we had to have, and next year's a different animal. We got to have balance, and that's where I've got to do a better job on the offensive side of the ball next year, going forward.
You anticipate your entire staff back?
I beg your pardon?
You anticipate your entire staff
Yes,
back?
I do. I haven't talked to them. We're going to talk today and meet with each of them today and talk to them, and I anticipate having them back. Those guys did a great job. Johnny Davis is one of the best in the league. He is one of those guys that every player gravitates to. He did a great job of working individually with players. He's kind of a confidant of mine. Things going bad, whisper. He's always got something positive to say, and he makes everybody feel better when you're around him. Scott Roth did a great job with the defense, and those guys were. Sometimes you have to get a balance with Scott, get him going sometimes, and get him calmed down sometimes. But he did a great job of making sure guys stayed on point, on target, on the defensive side of the ball, and I kind of saw myself over the last few years in him, the way he was enthusiastic and passionate about defense. And that's where you got to be. And players feel that, and they know that. And then the rest of the staff did a great job. Tommy Sterner, Eric Hughes, JT did a great job of working with, and Michael Noreg having us prepared, working with players. Those guys did a great job. And now we got to take it a step further, and being even more intense and more passionate next year going forward.